Yes, I think we're live. Okay. So, welcome to our channel Classroom. And today we are going to talk about pointer. Okay. So, what is pointer? So, if we are talking about what is pointer, so we can write like this: pointer. A pointer is a variable that holds the address of another variable. Okay, another variable. Correct. So exactly what is this? Suppose if I am writing like this, int a. Okay. So what is the meaning of this? Obviously, a is a variable and the data type is integer, right? So I can write like this: a is a variable, okay, and int, that is a data type. That means we can say that when we are writing like int a, okay, when we are writing like int a, that means we are defining an integer variable. Okay. Okay. So just in the memory, how it is mapped. Suppose like I'm writing like this, uh int a, right? We are writing int a, correct? So when we are writing like int a, so in the memory a block will be assigned for this a variable. Okay. And address will be like 100. So what is this? This is address of a. This is address of a. And what is a? A is the variable name. Variable name. That means this location 100, it can be called by the variable name a. Okay. So this can be accessed by the variable name a. Suppose now I am writing int a equals to 10. That means 10 will be stored at address 100. So this value 10 can be stored. This value 10 can be stored here. Correct? So that means when we are writing like int a equals to 10, similarly there will be a memory space, and suppose the address is 100, and for the variable a the value will be 10, like this. I think it is very easy. Okay. Suppose there is a man, okay, and now it is a house. So for that person, this will be his or her address, okay, and this is the person. So now this person can be treated as variable, and address is just like this one, 100. Okay. So within this address we will store the value for that variable. Correct? For that variable. So that is a very easy concept. So now if we are trying to store the address, if we are trying to store the value within that address, then how it is possible? So like suppose after execution of this line, if we are trying to write like this: a equals to 10. Okay. If we are trying to write a equals to 10, that means 10 is a value that is assigned within a. So now if we are trying to printf the value slash in for the new line, the value of a equals to percent of d. Why it is percent of d? Percent of d means it is for integer, decimal integer. That's a percentage of d, that is decimal integer. Now I am writing a. Okay. So if I am trying to execute this code, then the value of a will be 10. Okay. So similarly, if I am trying to print the address of a, in the image already we have noticed that the address of a is 100. Correct. So now if I am trying to print the address of a, then how to print? So if I am trying to write like this, the address of a, okay, the address of a, this percentage will be replaced by percentage of u. Okay, percentage of u. Why this percentage of u? Percentage of u stands for unsigned integer. Percentage of u, it means unsigned integer. Unsigned integer. Okay. Address cannot be negative. So that's why we have to print by percentage of u. Address cannot be negative. Cannot be negative. Correct? Okay, fine. So now if I'm trying to print the address of A, address of A can be defined as ampersand of A. So now if I'm trying to execute this code, now this is the address of A. Okay, in this image here I am just for just let's see, I just take 100 as an example. But in the memory the address can vary. Suppose in my computer now the value of now the address is like this. In your computer obviously this value can vary. Okay, so this is a very basic scenario. So now I am trying to execute the code again. Now address again changed. Now executing the code again. Now address again changed. So when I'm trying to execute the code multiple times, then the address of A or the variable A will be defined or will be stored in the memory in defined locations. So that's why address will vary. Correct? Okay. Is there any other way to print the address? Yes. There is another way. Suppose if I am trying to print the address by percentage in the place of U by P. Okay. So yes, it is also possible, but now it is the hexadecimal formation. Okay. So address, previously we have printed the address in unsigned integer format. Now we are printing the address in the hexadecimal format. This is hexadecimal format. Hexadecimal means 0 to 9 and then A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay, so total 16 characters, 16 digits. Okay, so based on that, that is hexadecimal. Hexa means 6 and decimal means 10. So that is hexadecimal. So in this formation, we are for each and every variable, we can find the value by printing that variable name and ampersand of that variable. That will show you the address of that variable. Okay. Now, what is pointer? What is the definition of pointer? Pointer, we say that a pointer is a variable that holds the address of another variable. Correct? That holds the address of another variable. So in that scenario, suppose I am defining a variable int star ptr. Why int? Because now I am trying to store the value, the address of A within a variable ptr. Now I am trying to store the address of A. What is the address of A? Address of A is this one. This is the address of A. Now I am trying to store the address of A within another variable ptr. So why instead? Instead, it is instead here because here we have defined the variable as int. So that's why instead. If it is float, then I have to write it here float star. If it is double, then I have to write here double star. Like this. Okay. So now here I can write ptr equals to ampersand of A. Ptr equals to ampersand of A. That means address of A will be stored within ptr. The address of A will be stored within ptr. Correct? Okay, so now if I am trying to print in the similar way the address of A, so I will print just like I will replace ampersand of, because now ampersand of A and ptr both are similar, so I can replace this ampersand of A by ptr. Okay, so if I am executing this code, yes, that is similar, correct? And obviously, if I am trying to print by percentage U, yes, that is also possible. So I am replacing this P by U. Yes, it is possible. Okay, it is possible. Very simple. And the last concept here, I will try to give you the answer here. Suppose if I am trying to print the value of A, by ptr and by the pointer concept, through the pointer concept. How it is possible? So now here I am trying to printf double quotation and slash n for, again I am telling you this is for new line. The value of A equals to percentage of D. Okay, then we can print by A itself. It is one way. By this way I can print. Another way I can print a pointer and then ampersand. Yes, it is possible. And in another way it is possible. Just like ampersand A means it is ptr itself. So by this way, just I am executing it first, then I will explain. Okay. So now in each and every cases the value of A is 10. Correct? In each and every cases the value of A is 10. Okay. So now what is the meaning of this? I am giving you tricks. By this trick you can easily crack this. So suppose I am writing pointer and address. Okay. So if I am trying to write like this, or if I'm trying to print like this, basically print like this, then it means pointer here, pointer difference like value at at address. Okay, value at. So pointer means value at. Pointer means value at. So value at this one. Okay. So in the next line we can write like this. In the next line we can write like this. Suppose value at. So obviously value at. Value at what? Value at this one. This one. Okay. The value at this one. So what is the value? Value is 10. So that's why we are getting the output 10. Okay. So this is the explanation. So address of A. So address of A means ampersand of A, and address of A means ptr. So if I am trying to write pointer address, so value at address, then value at this one, that is already I have shown you how to print the address. Okay. So value at address this one, that is 10. So we are getting this output. I think this chapter now up to this it is very clear to all of you. So if it is not clear, please comment it out, and if it is clear, please like and subscribe this channel. And if when you are trying to practice this, please try to code at first. Okay, in your portal. Obviously, the value will be same, but the address may differ. Okay, so please stay tuned and please like and subscribe this channel, and bye bye.